So before I start on my script, I'd like to say rest in peace to Sir Edward Olo Kinyani. He was a patch machine guy. He was a Harlequins guy, former Harlequins chairman. I've seen a lot of people. We seem to have a lot of mutual friends. We're in 2 WhatsApp groups together. I think Alfajiri and Rodi. So rest in peace to all his friends. I think they are meeting somewhere in Miotoni Road, if I'm not wrong. Apparently, they were just having lunch in Dagoretti, and the guy said he's feeling cold, and then, a couple of minutes later, he collapsed. So rest in peace, RIP. He's also called Ogre. So rest in peace to all his friends and family. Secondly, we were talking about, I think it's been trending, it's going to be in today's newspaper, it's going to be, or it was in yesterday's paper also, that President Ruto's trips, foreign trips, have just started becoming too much with nothing to show. This year alone, or in the past 1 year, he's gone for 38 international trips with nothing to show, which, is fueling rumors and speculation that perhaps they are just about personal aggrandizement or something of the sorts, but they seem to be not helping the country because we are in dire straits and we are going from bad to worse with every foreign trip that he's taking. It seems it's a very expensive to be a Western puppet, to be a colonial outpost. We thought that all these trips, all these muzungus that he's meeting in State House would somehow translate into benefit to the ordinary mwananchi, but he's moving from bad to worse, because I told you muzungus don't have an interest in you. They have a desire to see you suppressed. They want us to remain an import economy so that we can importing, like if you go to West Africa, they import milk from France, milk. And while farmers in Africa, farmers in Kenya, in Kinangop, are pouring milk, and then they are importing from France, because that is the trade imbalances which have been fueled by the Muzungu. They don't want us to trade even amongst ourselves, even amongst African countries. They want you to get toothpicks from their country. So we were trying to compare the number of trips that Ruto has gone for and other heads of state. Barack Obama, for his 8 years, he went for 52 trips. Donald Trump, he went for 24 trips in his 4 years. Joe Biden has done 15 trips in 3 years. Boris Johnson, he did 22 trips in 3 years. John Magufuli Pombe, rest in peace to the king of Africa. He went for 3 trips in 6 years. Mwai Kibaki, he went for 33 trips in 10 years. Uhuru Kenyatta went for 158 trips in 10 years. William Ruto has gone for 38 trips in 1 year. So if he goes, by projection, within the first term, he will have done 200 trips, more than Uhuru and Kibaki combined. This is very it's exerting a lot of strain to our budget, because at the end of the day, hustlers and non-hustlers are going to pay, and I'm going to talk about the hustler myth. At the end of the day, you're still going to end up paying all this money while you're being lied to, you're being duped that it will somehow benefit the country. We have seen that this year we've gone from bad to worse, so everything has just been a scam, has just been a big lie, a white lie. I want you to listen as we talk about lies, as we talk about pathological liars, as we talk about the culture and the prevalent strain of lies in Kenya Kwisha. I'd like us to listen to Professor Njuguna Ndung'u when he was being vetted by Parliament, and the show that he gave on this show is worthy of an Oscar or an Academy Award. I mean, he gave them a speech, and they were the hopeless and pigs. They were taken, they were sold. They said this guy has passed with flying colors. Just listen to the lies by Professor Njuguna Ndung'u.
Is to try and see how do we protect that goose that laid the golden egg. That is the main point, and that is the policy of taxation that I came up with. I talked about, please do not raise tax rates to the point where it becomes an inducement for you to evade taxes. That is, you're killing the goose that laid the golden egg, unless you want to say bye-bye to the golden egg. When you are in such a dire situation, when poverty is biting and cost of living is rising, that is not the time to increase taxes or retarget taxes. That is the time to look at areas where you can provide interventions.
You see, everything he said, everything he claimed he's going to do, he's doing the exact opposite. I mean, I told you once again that these boomers have mastered the art of lying. They cannot even be true to their own words. They have to lie, to just hoodwink the masses, and you people keep falling for it. I saw this Moses Kuria today. He's just wears a suit, and immediately I don't understand what's his relationship with the media. They go crazy, they go bonkers. They're just covering him as if they were waiting for him to embark and to pretend to be a mascot. It's almost like he's a mascot, and they were so ready to give him acres of airspace, wall-to-wall coverage. For what? This guy, anytime he opens, he hasn't even acclimatized in his new posting. The former minister, the immediate former minister was there. We don't even know who it was, but him, because it's his culture of just talking and talking up, talking down. We don't care about this guy. I don't understand why you media, you very media, you have been our biggest our letdown. You have let us down every time you're giving coverage to these hoodlums, to these hoodrats, to these canwera charlatans, people who have nothing in the space between their ears. Why are you giving Moses Kuria a lot of airtime? We were going through such periods of peace, and suddenly he's come there blurting out his cheap words and empty rhetoric. Come on, man, you're the media. Now we were talking about the hustler myth. And I want to tell you how it has mutated, how it is a deflection from the promise. Because remember, not everyone was born to be a hustler. Now they want you to go to primary, to go to high school, to go to university. Some of you get even a master's only to be told that you're going to be a hustler, and they successfully sold that story, because now they want to create an element of equality. They want to say that we are all equal, that you can finish university and then you go start going to Gekomba to sell shoes. There are these guys who wake up to go early to thrift. Why you are trained? You are trained as an accountant, as a lawyer, as a what? Why are we glorifying these other side hustles simply because the government has gone out of their way to destroy and diminish employment opportunities? They are destroying industries deliberately. They are, you can see what is happening in coffee. You can see what has happened in other industries. You can see the power alone has made so many SMEs, so many manufacturers close down shop, because electricity is being deliberately inflated just so that we can maintain contracts of independent power producers, companies which since the Moi era, associated with barons, Nicholas Biwott, Gideon Moi, and other, Kiraito Morongi, and other charlatans, other idiots, other lunatics. We are maintaining contracts for them not to deliver any power, and that's our bills are inflated by 30 to 40%. You understand? So we are deliberately kicking out business, frustrating investment, undermining all industries, undermining agriculture. We are doing everything. Now the policy makers, who are the jealous people at KRA. Remember, KRA are supposed to be an executing organ of the or agency. How they have become the people who are formulating policy suddenly are implementing and enforcing it. You see, there's a lot of conflict of interest, and KRA is populated by people who are born and raised in the rural areas. They come and see people, succeeding and hustling, and what they do is they deliberately go out of their way. You had there was a stupid woman who addressed President Ruto when he went there, and she was more than happy to say, we formulated these. You remember when they were coming with the digital taxes and everything, it was a deliberate move to suppress this industry, the growth. The exponential growth of, even now they want to suppress mobile payments, mobile money, because of all the tariffs they are implementing and the taxes. So they have been unable, or they have deliberately undermined employment opportunities. They have kicked out companies which are now heading to Tanzania, Ethiopia. It's been a long process. Now they switch. They want now to make you feel guilty, and then now they call you a hustler. So now you are supposed to be waking up early and to go and thrift clothes in Gekomba, or to do any other odd jobs, and then you're celebrated by the media that you're a hustler. No, you are trained to work, and the more jobs you are, the more we will be onboarding new taxpayers. But these idiots of KRA just think monolithic. They are stupid idiots. I told you, people raised in the rural area, then they come to university, and then suddenly they have good jobs, and then they hate people. They just hate people because of their own upbringing, their own low self-esteem. KRA needs to be disbanded. They are idiots.